tirelessly as he goes from state to state, city to city, country to country, building the business all around the world. We call him the Willy Wonka, okay, of 360, and he's also the first diamond executive that has actually broke many diamonds from different parts of the world. And a qualified diamond, ladies and gentlemen, you're running a multi-million-dollar business from home. At the same time, he's enjoying a residual income that's obviously helped a lot of people make an impact with an incredible product. Also, help a lot of people financially. He's a person that at the ripe age of his mid-20s became a self-made millionaire for some of those that don't know him. As a matter of fact, he took that success and he parlayed it into this company, and with no surprise, shot straight to the top of the company within his first 30 days. Not 3 years, but 30 days. Made some significant income. What two people would make in an annual basis, he made that in his first 30 days. That's how significant. But what he's most proud of, what he's most impacted by, is the tens of thousands of lives he will be able to change and impact through this company. He's going to address, what's going to take place from now to the end of the year and moving forward 2015. This guy's on a mission to create millionaire after millionaire and help a lot of people have health and wealth in the same sentence. Without further ado, I want to go ahead and introduce to the line a good friend of mine, a coach, a mentor, none other than the #1 diamond in all of 360 International, Mr. Romasio Fulcher. Mr. Fulcher, are you on the phone, sir?
Absolutely. I am on the line. Can you hear me, Kyle?
Loud and clear. Take it away.
All righty, man. I'm super excited for you to be our host here tonight, man, and I want to say thank you publicly for all that you do and the big team that you're building all across the world. Keep up the good work, man. We're really proud of what you're doing and the leader that you're becoming. But, guys, I'm excited here tonight for each one of you. We've been talking about this day for probably about the last week. We had been mentioning to everyone that, you needed to be on this call because we're going to have a lot to talk about, and that's why this call is going to go for about an hour. We may go over by about 10 minutes, so I want to give you or, kind of forewarn you in advance. And I'll let you know, guys, I'm really excited. And so I hope that this call, we can have your full attention on this call here tonight, because I can tell you you're going to learn a lot for those of you that are paying attention for sure. One thing I want to go ahead and say is if you haven't already done so, go ahead and fire out those last-minute text messages just to double-check that those that you care for, that are part of your organization, get a chance to make it on this particular call tonight. This is going to be a very pivotal call. This is one of those calls that, you really don't want to miss. If for any reason that someone that you care about didn't get a chance to make the call, I want to encourage you to have them re-listen to it on our team's website, go360star.com. This call is being recorded, so if someone missed it, instead of you having to kind of go back and actually share all the details, just kind of direct them to the website, and they'll be able to hear it, because this is definitely going to be a call to remember for sure. Guys, they say December is the month to remember. December is the month to remember. Well, listen, guys, we've got a lot to discuss, and to be frank with you, doesn't really do it justice, but we are going to make the best time with the time that we have. I want to go ahead and just say happy holidays to everybody that's on the phone here right now. I know that we just came back from we had a company event in Dallas, Texas, which was the Diamond Academy. It was an event. It pretty much taught us all a lot, and that we released some brand new chocolates that came out, which was some white chocolates. One of them was for Omegas, and the other one I believe was for I can't remember what it was for, but it was so delicious. I ate them both within less than 10 minutes. I'm not a huge white chocolate lover, but I got to tell you, these white chocolate bars are simply delicious. I mean, sinfully delicious. And so really exciting stuff that we came out there with in Dallas, the brand new white chocolates. And so if you haven't already done so, just check your back office. It kind of talks about the new chocolates that we came out with. Really, really exciting stuff. But, guys, let's go ahead and dive in. We've got a lot of stuff to cover here. Let's not belabor it. Let's jump right in. I just wanted to give you a moment to grab a pen and paper and prepare yourselves for this call here tonight. Guys, the first thing I want to go ahead and let all of you know is that our team, we will be the best trained team in all of network marketing, and that is a fact. And you may say, well, how do you know that, Romancio? How do I know that when you say that we're going to be the best trained team, what type of assurance can you give me to really substantiate that claim? Well, I want you to grab a pen because tonight I'm going to talk slow, but I'm going to travel fast. I repeat, I'm going to talk slow, but I'm going to travel fast. And I believe it's imperative that you really stay with me because as I'm communicating to you tonight, there are a lot of nuggets that come out very, very quick. And so I want to make sure you are, in a place where you can focus so that you can capture what it is that we're talking about and how it applies to you. As you listen to this call tonight, I only want you to think about you. I don't want you to think about your upline. I don't want you to think about your downline, but I want you to think about you. What can you take from this call and apply immediately, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get get started here. So, as I was saying, guys, we are definitely going to be the best trained team in all of network marketing. And if you were to ask me, how do you know that? The way that I know that is that, you see, each and every single one of us, we all have a purpose. We all have an assignment. We all have something that we're just really good at. Sometimes the very thing that we're really good at, we don't give a lot of credit to because maybe we haven't been rewarded for that thing that we're really, really, really good at. Well, the way that I can assure you that our team for certain will definitely be the best trained team in network marketing, it's because it starts with myself. And I can tell you that when I look at me and I look in the mirror and I take inventory over all the things that, I'm not so good at and then all the things that I'm extremely good at, I can tell you that the number one thing that I'm absolutely just rock solid, super, super good at is training. If you were to ask me, Romancio, how do you see yourself? If you were to say, what's that one thing that you're just exceptionally good at? I would say teaching and training. I am just absolutely incredible when it comes to that particular topic. Now, as you're going to soon find out, guys, there's a lot of things that I'm not good at or I'm not the greatest at, but training isn't one of them. That is definitely by far my specialty. And so for those of you that are a part of this organization, you're very, very blessed. You're very, very fortunate because you're never going to be able to say, well, I wasn't trained on how to give out samples. I wasn't trained on how to be good at presenting. I wasn't trained on how to find and locate prospects. I wasn't trained on how to follow up, how to overcome objections, how to promote for events, and how to get people started. You will never be able to say that you did not have adequate, sufficient, the best of the best training that money could ever provide. You will never be able to say that. And anyone that you recruit, anyone that ever joins this team, they will never, ever, ever be able to say that they did not receive sufficient training. I can tell you, as I said, that is what I am the absolute best at. And so as I look in the mirror and I see what my best is, well, that's what I turn around and that's what I give to the world. I give my very best. And what is my best? I may not be the best speaker. I may not be the best, presenter. I may not be people skills. I may not be the best writer, the best thinker, but the one thing I know without a shadow of a doubt that I don't need any approval from anyone on is I definitely know I am the best trainer. When it comes, and how do I define training? To me, training simply means being able to do something first. Number one, you got to do it first. And then number two, turn back around and show someone else exactly how you got that result. Show someone else exactly how to do it. And I think that is a very, very valuable skill to have, and it's a very important skill to have. The reason why we're starting off with that tonight, guys, is because I want you to really understand the importance of training. Every one of you on this call, you guys all have a heartbeat. You guys all have an opinion. You guys all have your own thought processes. But you know what? In order for us all to be successful in one vein, we all have to make sure we are operating in lockstep. And that simply means that we are doing the exact same thing. You know, one of the things that I'm reminded of is the telephone game. And I think you guys all remember that game, being in grade school and, you know, someone whispering in your ear telling you the word hello and telling you to pass it along to someone else. And before you know it, as it goes around the circle, it comes back as goodbye. But it started off as a simple hello. And next thing you know, when you told it to someone else, they told it to someone else, it came back around, and it completely was different than what it started off as. And so, again, there was a breakdown in training. There was a breakdown in communication. And so I can tell you for sure, will be the best trained team starting now in network marketing. The absolute best. That is a fact. So if you're taking notes tonight, I hope you understand the significance of why I'm talking about what my best is. Because really the question that's being asked to you in an indirect fashion is, what is your best? When you think of you, what is it? What's the one or two or maybe three things that you are absolutely incredible at? I don't care what it is. Even if it's just being funny and telling jokes. Maybe you're very well organized. Maybe you're very good at planning. I don't know, but I want you to write down right now, just really quick. You don't need 30 minutes to think about it. It's the first thing that comes to your mind. You don't have to even, you've been doing it and been doing it and been doing it. Just write it down really quick. What's the one or two things that you are exceptional at, these one or two things? And I can tell you mine is training. Now, there's other things that I'm good at, but the number one standout of all, I have to say, is training, the ability to teach and to train others how to do exactly what I did. Okay? What is yours? I want you to think about that. That's very important. That's very important. As we are the best trained team in network marketing, it's not just about me. It's about how you fit into the equation. You see, each and every single one of you, you play a very important role on the team. Right now, we don't want to know what your worst is. We want to know what is your best. Write it down. Write it, and at the end of this call, please make sure you text that to your upline. We need to know. If I'm your upline, send it to me directly once the call is over. What is your best? As you look at you, what's the number one thing that you're absolutely incredible at, okay? All right, so now let's go forward, guys. Part of being the best trained team, guys, the reason why that's so exciting is because it can give you a guarantee on your future. If you know that in network marketing it's all about training, and for those of you that know that or don't know that, that's what it's all about. There's only two reasons why people ever fail in network marketing. Write this down. There's only two reasons why they fail. Number one is a poor work ethic. They just, obviously nothing from nothing leaves nothing. We all understand that. But the second reason successful and they fail is poor training. It's always someone in your life giving you wrong information. Write that down. It's very, very, very huge for you to know. There's always someone in your life giving you wrong information. And wrong information, although it does help you become a stronger person, but it certainly does delay you from getting to your goal. Wrong information. There's always somebody teaching you the wrong thing. Well, part of what makes me the best, I've learned from the best. I don't want to get into names right now, but let's just put it to you this way. The person who taught me this industry for 7 years straight, he makes over $1 million a month currently today. And so I don't need to argue, and there is no argument that obviously the best comes from the best. And so I can tell you, I've been in this industry for now almost 8 years, not quite 8 years, about 7.5, but I don't have the horror stories that most people have. Why is it that when I first joined the industry 7.5 years ago on a part-time basis, we were fortunate. Why is it that I was able to make money my very first month, my very first 45 days? We made $55,000 the first 45 days. Now, I'm not saying that for any accolades or to brag to anyone, because there's certainly a lot of people who don't make that, and frankly, there are some people that make more than that. But the point of why I mentioned that to you tonight is I want you to know the only reason or only way that that was able to happen for me is two reasons. Number one, I do have a good work ethic, number one. Number two, I did receive absolutely incredible training from my sponsor. I received great training. And there's two reasons why people fail in this industry. And frankly, there will only be two reasons why people will fail in Live Smart 360. Again, a poor work ethic. And number two, poor training. Well, I can tell you, number two, you won't ever be able to say that that will be the issue. We're gonna take that from you. You won't be allowed to say that, because everywhere you turn on this team, you're going to find sufficient training 24 hours a day. So there will never be an excuse or a reason for you to never taught me that. No one ever showed me. My sponsor wasn't so good, and so I just kind of was doing it the wrong way because that's what my sponsor was doing. Okay? And so we're going to dive into what I mean by that. As we start talking about the framework that we're going to provide for you to have the best training in the world, let's go ahead and talk about the spirit of which we're going to do things in. Number one, you guys have heard me talk about this before. You know, I believe it's important what you do, but what's more important is how you do it, okay? I'm going to say that again. I believe it's important what you do, but I believe it's more important how you do it. And so as I talk about the spirit, what we simply mean is we're talking about the attitude of how we come across on this team and what culture that we're going to create here in this group here. Number one, we're going to do things from a spirit of love. Now, tonight I would love to really go ahead and talk about love and, you know, all the different types of love and all the different demonstrations of love, because I know that some of you may have different interpretations of what that word really means. I'm not just talking about love in the sense of being very encouraging, although that is a form of love for sure. I'm not just talking about love and just being kind. I'm not just talking about love and just being patient, but I'm talking about love in the sense of being honest, being real, you know, telling the truth, giving people not always just what they want to hear, but that at the appropriate time and in the appropriate way, giving them what they need to hear. You know, that's also a form of love as well. And so we're not going to dive all the way into that, but I want you to know the first place that we come from, okay, as we do anything in this team, anything that we do, we come from a place of love, okay? And again, that doesn't mean that we're perfect just because we come from a place of love. Certainly, you know, correction and corrective criticism is also, in my book, a form of love, okay? So, but love is the first thing. And I just want you to know that, you know, maybe this team may not be for everybody. Because if you don't have a loving spirit and you're not coming from a place of love in all that you do, you might feel like you don't fit here. And that's okay. Not everybody belongs a part of every team, that's for sure. But the first thing that we do, first part of our spirit that we do things in is love. The second thing that we're going to do on this team, guys, is we're going to be honest. Honesty and authenticity. That is something that's extremely important. Write this down. The truth is always enough. The truth is more than enough. The truth. Now, I was talking the other day to a buddy of mine, and he said, well, when you talk about the truth, that's a really touchy subject. He said, so give me an example. If you were to call my house at 1 o'clock in the morning and I was with my wife, and he said, what if me and my wife were, you know, taking a shower together? Am I supposed to tell you, hey, man, I couldn't talk to you because I was in the shower with my wife? And I said, no, you can simply say, hey, I'm busy. Now wasn't a good time when you called. And so, again, I want to make sure you guys understand that distinction. We said honesty, being very honest and truthful, okay? But, again, I want you to understand, you know, as leader in this organization, guys, obviously there's going to be a lot of things that I know about the company, but unfortunately it's almost impossible to talk to you for hours on end to tell you every single little detail. But I can promise you that we will always be honest and tell you the truth. Not so much always what you want to hear, but, again, in the appropriate way, telling you what you need to hear. So I want you to know that's the second part of the spirit that we're coming from. And then number three, the third thing, guys, on this team of how we do things, guys, is responsibility. Now, this one here is a big one for me. I mean, this one is big. I mean, this word here, it means a lot to me. Responsibility simply means we're going to really talk about that for just a few moments. I know all of you know about the word, but I really want to challenge you right now. I want you to pay attention and ask yourself, can I be more responsible? Can I be more responsible? Okay, let's talk about responsibility. Listen, I'm not perfect, and nor am I trying to profess that I am. Please don't misinterpret this call. What I want you to understand that responsibility to me, it means this. Gifts are meant to share, not to keep. Gifts are meant to share and not to keep. When something has been given to you, it is very important that you give it to others. You must give it to others. Let's talk about all the different things as it relates to Live Smart 360 that has been given to you. Number one, you have been given an opportunity. Number two, you have been given a product that is absolutely delicious. It absolutely works. It's a healthy alternative. It's certainly not a cure-all, be-all, but it's a healthy alternative. It's a healthy snack. So you've been given a delicious, healthier product, and you've been given an incredible opportunity that's been given to you. In other words, someone shared this product and opportunity with you. And as I said, gifts are meant to share, not to keep. So when we look at the word responsibility, I want to ask you to challenge yourself, how much have you given this product to other people? How much have you given or shared this opportunity with other people? Let me ask you, we're talking about this word responsibility. If you knew that you couldn't fail, what would you do? If you knew that failure was just not an option, what would you do as it relates to the Live Smart 360 opportunity and product? What would you do? If you had the cure to cancer, who would you tell? How fast would you tell them? No, I'm not interested in hearing. Right now, we don't want to talk about the corporate challenge. We don't want to talk about product issues. We don't want to talk about upline, downline, sideline. We want to look in the mirror tonight, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we want to do. And we want to ask ourselves, am I taking full responsibility for that which has been given to me? Am I doing all that I can do to share this gift? Okay, and let me share with you why we're going to dive so deep into this word responsibility. Because the secret, guys, the secret to unlimited success and wealth is in giving. If you want unlimited success and wealth, the secret is in the word giving. The more you give, the more you will receive. I'm not just talking about time. I'm talking about everything. Giving is, and see, when giving, to me, it really kind of goes hand in hand with that word responsibility. When something has been given to you, you have the responsibility to turn around and share it with others. And what we want you to do is we want you to share whatever you have to share in a spirit of love. We want you to share in a spirit of authenticity and honesty. That means to be real. Just be you. Don't worry about trying to be or be him or her. Just be you. But understand you have a responsibility. My mom always, to this day, my mom is 63 years old. And every time I talk to her, I'm not kidding, guys. Every time I see her, she's always giving me stuff. Whether it's, a piece of mail that, some piece of literature that she was reading and she thought it would be valuable, so she's just giving it to me. Whether it's, letting me know what happened on the news, whether it's letting me know don't eat this fruit because the government says this, or letting me know, have you heard about this new book that came out, or did you hear about this? Did you hear about that? Did you notice this? And every time, I've never been around my mom, and she doesn't leave me with something. And I one day asked her, I said, why do you always give me stuff that sometimes I feel I don't need this stuff? And she said something to me that I want to share with you. She said, listen, it's my responsibility to give you valuable information that I believe it could help you. But if you feel it's not for you, take it and pass it on to someone else. You know, that's really, really, really profound. She said, it's my responsibility to give you things that I think you may need. But if you think you don't need it, that's okay. Pass it on to someone else who could possibly use it. The key thing here is when you look at the way life works, ladies and gentlemen, it's all about giving. It's all about that. Now, I know some of you say, man, I know this already, but I'm trying to help you understand certain philosophies and principles that will enable you to be massively successful in a short period of time. I know sometimes when I used to be broke, I'll never forget the first thing I wanted, or the most important thing I wanted, was money. And so I always would go around asking, well, how do you get money? How do you get money? I want to get some money. I want to make some money. I want to make some money. I want to make some money. Because, see, sometimes we always want what we don't have. But tonight I want you to understand that whatever you don't have, there's something inside of you right now that you do have that you can use as a beginning step to get you what you want. I hope you caught. I'm going to say it again. We all, everybody on this phone, including me, there's something in our life that we want that we don't have right now. There's something right now that we want in our lives that we do not presently have right now at this moment. And oftentimes, when we don't have the thing that we want, we find ourselves daydreaming and thinking about it all the time, which is certainly good. But see, a lot of times when you think about what you want from the place that you don't have it, sometimes you get discouraged and you think, man, maybe I'll never get it. Maybe it's not for me. Maybe it's unreachable. And that's not true. What I want you to learn tonight from this particular call is that giving is the secret to unlimited success and wealth. Now, write this down. Each and every single call tonight, to achieve or to attract whatever it is that you want, there is something inside of you presently that is a beginning first step to you attracting what you want. In other words, what I mean is you already have something inside of you that you can begin with to attract what you really want. But see, most of us don't know how or what that is. That's why the first thing I told you is I told you to write down on a piece of paper right now, what's the number one thing that you're really good at? What is it? It doesn't matter what it is. And see, there's a reason why you're good at that thing. What if I were to tell you that that thing that you're really good at is all you needed to be able to attract all you want? I'm going to say that again. What if I told you that the thing that you're really good at was all you needed to attract what it is that you really want? Now, some of you may say, Phil, what are you talking about, man? Okay, yeah, I'm easy, yeah, I get along well with people. Or yes, I'm very easy to talk to, or I'm very encouraging of people. Or yes, Ramasio, I'm a good listener. What do you mean that's going to attract me to what it is I want? Well, guys, I wish I had more time here tonight, but I could tell you some stories tonight of a person that just had good listening skills, and if you listen to the right person at the right time, they walk away saying, you know what, I really like talking to you. As a matter of fact, I'd like to get together with you again and share more things with you. Listen to me. Write this down. The one thing that you're very, very good at, whatever it is, that one gift that's been given to you, I'm going to say that again, that one gift that's been given to you is the gift that you need that will give you favor to access what you want. I'm going to say it again. The one thing that you're really good at, whether you realize it or not, it's a gift that's been given to you. It's something that came very easy to you, something that you just naturally do pretty well, whatever it is. And that gift has been given to you. Why was it given to you? Because you're supposed to use that gift that you have to get everything else that you want. You know, there's an old saying, you should want. And see, most of us on this call tonight don't really think that that thing that we've been given is that valuable. But what if I told you to be very successful, the little things make the huge difference? The little things make the huge difference. And so if you're noticing tonight, we're talking about some very small things. I told you we're talking slow, but we're traveling fast tonight. And so we're talking about the word responsibility. We're talking about giving, okay? Each and every single one of you have a responsibility to take what's been given to you and to share it with others. Now, if you want more favor in your life, let me talk about favor here really quickly. Guys, please, for your sake, write this down. This is a multi-million-dollar training that you're getting tonight. If you want more favor in your life, well, let's talk about that for a second. Well, first of all, let's say your goal is to get more money. I hope you write this on a piece of paper. Your goal is to get more money. You want to generate more income into your life so you can do more with it, right? In order to get more money coming into your life, you have to understand the law of honor. The law of honor. You got to understand you must honor someone. You must. And we're going to talk about that in a moment. After you understand the law of honor, you ready for this? The law of honor leads to the law of favor. And favor leads to financial prosperity. I'm going to say that again. Guys, if you were to hang the phone up right now, what I just gave you will change your life forever. If your goal is to get more money in your life or more whatever you want, you must understand the law of honor. Tonight, we're not going to – I wish I had more time to really dive into that because some of you think you know, but I want to really be crystal clear on what that means. Honor. We're not always taught what honor really means and how to do it and what that looks like. And so I wish there'll be a training that we will do on honor. Oh, absolutely. We're just not going to do it tonight, but we will do a training on honor because you've got to understand that I don't care where you're at. I don't care how broke you are, how middle class, how rich you are. I'm telling you, this is a guaranteed fact what I'm talking about. There is no, I'm telling you, I know for certain this is it. This is it. This is how it works. I'm telling you right now. You have to understand the law of honor. First of all, let's back up here. You have a gift that's been given to you, something that you're good at. Write it down, okay? So how do I take that little gift that's been given to me? Maybe I have the gift of friendship. Maybe I have the gift of talking. Maybe I have the gift of whatever. I have the gift of whatever it is. How do you take that little thing that's been given to you that you don't think is such a big deal, but I'm telling you it's a huge deal? How do you use that to get everything you want? Here's how it works. You've got to understand the law of honor, number one. Number two, once you understand the law of honor, then the law of honor will lead you to the law of favor. Favor. Favor leads you to financial prosperity. See, what I'm saying to you is this. It is absolutely impossible for you to go from where you're at right now to where you ultimately like to be without gaining favor from someone's. Let's say that again. It is impossible for you to go from where you're at without you gaining favor. Guys, you have to understand. What am I talking about when I say favor? I'm talking about you're going to need people or someone that needs to recognize you, that needs to connect with you, that needs to basically fall in love with you and like you and want part of their circle or want you in their life or want what you're offering in their life. You're going to need someone else. You got to connect with someone. And that someone then opens a door to information that you did not know, which now brings about transformation. Say that again. You're going to meet someone. You're going to need to meet someone or attract someone that they're going to open the door, and share things about their life or things that they have access to. That's now going to help you transform your situation. Basically, here's what I'm saying. Your financial blessing that you're looking for, it doesn't come from a person. Write this down. It comes through a person. If I could just get more people to understand the power of favor, the power of honor, you have to understand your financial blessings, it doesn't come from a person. In other words, there's not going to be anybody that's going to knock on your door and say, hey, here's $100,000. Here's $5 million, or here's $3 million, or here's $10,000. It doesn't work that way. It's not how it works. Your financial blessings are going to come through a person. And in order for what's inside someone else to come into your life, you've got to gain favor so that you can attract that person into your life. Well, how do I gain favor? Once again, here's how it works. Number one, you must recognize what is it that you're good at. Stop trying to be something that you're not. Use what you have. It's a seed. In other words, meaning beginning. It's the beginning of what will take you to what you want. Use what you've got. Use what you've got. Learn what you've got. Learn to hang around people that celebrate what you've got. You know, as they say, hang out where you're celebrated, not where you're tolerated, right? So you first of all take the seed. You take the little thing that you've been giving, number one. And number two, you now start to understand the law of honor. Okay, I have this gift about me, but I have to learn this law of honor. In other words, when you're around people, just learn. We don't have enough time tonight to dive into it. I wish we did. Okay? Learn what the law of honor means. How does the law of honor apply to me? Sometimes, let me give you a mistake that years ago, one of the things I really wanted to be successful really, really bad, and I would get around I would hang around nice and successful people, and I would get in their circle, and guess what I would do? I would try and tell them everything that I knew. And I would try and, dominate the conversations and do all the talking and, basically try and come across like I'm so important and I'm so this and I'm so that. And I really wanted to connect with these people. And next thing you know, they kept leaving my life. And I didn't understand why they keep leaving my life. What is it? And I later learned I was in the presence of greatness, but I didn't understand the law of honor because I was too busy trying to be significant. I was too busy trying to show them how I knew this and how I knew that and how this I was and how that I was. Next thing you know, because I didn't understand the law of honor, they left my life. And because they left my life, that delayed my access of favor, and I never got favor. And so I later then understood, I get how this is. I understand how it works. I understand how you attract things into your life. Stop trying to be what you're not. Be who you are. You're becoming rich or becoming massively successful. You think it has to do with, I need to do more. I need to do this. Well, I'll be honest, we all have to work. There is some truth to that. But sometimes we put too much focus on doing and not enough focus on being. Be you, but be the best you that you possibly can. And how do you do that? All you do is you just try every day. You just make an effort to really come from a place of love. That's all. And again, if we had more time, I'd dive into what it means to really come from a place of love. But I don't have enough time for that tonight. Number two, just tell the truth. The truth is more than enough. And then number three, take responsibility for that which has been given to you, whatever it is. As my mom would do, she would pass on information. She would pass on just food and pass on love and pass on prayer and pass on. She just keeps passing and passing and passing. Why? Because gifts are meant to share, not to keep. We all have a responsibility to give that which has been given to you. And what I want you to know tonight is I want you guys to understand the power of giving. We're able to take a product the world naturally loves. It makes them feel good. As we know it, it's America's favorite indulgence, chocolate. It's something that literally puts a smile on people's face. And we get to use this little bitty concept called it to change people's lives. We really do. We get to take this product and change the world one bar at a time. Okay? And so I want you to, first of all, understand the way that you're going to become more successful in this venture. You have to recognize, first of all, what you're good at. Number two, you then got to recognize the law of honor. Number three, you got to learn how honor leads to the law of favor, and favor leads to financial prosperity. Bottom line, you're going to need to attract someone's into your life that take your life to the next level. That is a bottom line fact. That's how it works. In order to go where you want to be, you've got to attract people into your life that help take you there. Well, how do I attract them? I just told you. Number one, recognize what you're good at. Number two, understand the law of honor. When you're in the presence of greatness, understand what honor means. Some people call it kindness. You have to understand honor. Honor will always bring you favor. Honor will always bring you favor. And we'll talk more about that at a later date, okay? So, guys, I hope you enjoyed that part so far. Let's move ahead, though. Let's go ahead and let me share with you guys some great things that actually you have to look forward to. Now, one of the things that we want you to do, want to let you know that we want to make sure everybody registers on our team website, Go360 Star. Please make sure that every single one that you will recruit in your team, make sure you get them registered on that site. You're going to see a major overhaul start to beginning on that site. Some of you have already started to see a little bit of it, but you're going to see much, much more. It is imperative that you stay locked in to that particular website, Go360star.com, and make sure that they register if you want to make sure that we properly communicate with you, okay? Number two, our Facebook page is now live. Our team's Facebook page is IPT Global. You can search for that on your Facebook. I want to encourage you to do that tonight. Why is that? Because there's a lot of things that we're going to be posting on there ASAP. For example, let me tell you, we are going to be doing our first event. We are no longer going to be participating into the we're no longer going to be participating into we're going to be doing our own events. We will be participating in the Monday Night Vision Call, but we as a team are going to be doing our own events. Guys out there, they've been incredible. We're just, trust me, we don't have any problem with that. We will be doing our own events from this day forward, our own conference calls, our own everything. The day has come for us to step up as a team, and that's what we are doing. And so I'm excited. I know corporate's excited about it, and everybody's excited. And so I want you to know that we will be doing our own events. And so it's very important that you, if you are a Facebook user, make sure that you plug in to the team's Facebook page. Again, it's IPT Global. Again, search for that on your Facebook, okay? That's very, very important. Our first event that we will be doing will be 90 days from today. It will be an event that we will have a minimum of 500 people at the event. Very, very excited about it, okay? And, again, all the details about the event you're going to find out through Facebook and you're going to find out through our team's website, okay? Now, let's move ahead. Let's talk about culture. I want to talk about culture. Culture is extremely important in any organization. I'd like for you to forget everything that you've learned so far in 360. Everything that you've heard, I want you to forget it. I want you to completely wipe the slate clean. We are a blank canvas. We are a whole new group, a whole new thing, a whole new day, okay? And I'm super excited about this. So I want you just to completely, if you can, delete whatever your prior perception of our company was, okay? I don't want you to point any fingers. I don't want you to – just delete it. Just delete it, okay? You're good. You're safe now. You made it, okay? You're on the winning team, and I promise you it's already done. We all are going to win. You'll see. You will see. Just trust me when I say this, guys. Go ahead and delete the past, and let's focus tonight, okay? Let's focus on our future, starting with taking responsibility ourselves. You see, if we all will take responsibility ourselves, that's how it gets better quicker, okay? So what I want you to do is I want you to know that we're going to be doing our first event 90 days from today. We'll give you more details on that. Let's talk about culture right now. Our team's culture, well, first of all, what in the world is culture? Are we talking about black people, white people, Asian people? No, we're talking about culture, and culture basically means every organization has a culture. The very thing that you can't do. Have you ever walked into an environment and you just felt good or you felt bad? It's because the culture did not align with who you are as an individual. Culture is so important. Now, it takes time to establish culture, but culture is very, very, very important. Let's put it this way. Culture is the number one reason why organizations flourish, and it's also a very strong reason why cultures don't grow so big. Let me say that again. Culture is the number one reason why, or one of the, I shouldn't say number one, but it's a very important reason why an organization will thrive and be massively successful. But it's also a very important reason why an organization will not do so well. Okay, so culture is extremely important. And tonight what I want to give you is the three things that are the three things that our team or our culture that we're going to bake into our culture. There are three things that we are going to be known for. Write this down so that way you have it. I just want you to know so that way you can start aligning with it today, okay? Number one, we're going to be known for events. Well, we know that promoting events is the highest paid skill in all of network marketing. You know, there's 7 skills that we all need to become good at if you expect to make a lot of money and become successful. But of the 7 skills, the most important, the highest paid skill is the skill of promoting events. The skill of promoting events, okay? So when it comes to our team, guys, okay, when it comes to our team, guys, we literally are part of our culture. We will be known for events. For example, being on this call tonight is an event. Doing a happy hour is an event. A Saturday training is an event. A regional training is an event. A national training is an event. 90 days from now, we're having a huge event. And we are expecting that all of you will be there with a bunch of people, okay? And we're gonna have a lot of guys. I promise you. Wait till you see how we do events. You have no idea what you're in store for, but I want you to expect and anticipate something that's amazing. I promise you guys. Wait till you see what's going to happen at our events. I am so pumped up for you to get to our events, guys, okay? Now, let me tell you why. Why is it that the culture that we are establishing tonight, guys, is centered around events? That's the first thing. Write this down. You will earn, on average, about $1,000 per year per person that attends an event. It's an old saying, you will earn, on average, $1,000 per year per person that attends an event. So, for example, if you were to say, Ramasio, man, I want $100,000 guaranteed in 2015 in LipSmart 360. The easiest way to guarantee your financial success is to simply get 100 people to an event. 100 people. Now, I know 100 people, for some of you, that may be a huge stretch. I understand that. But I'm just trying to show you how you can cut to the chase and guarantee your success. You want to guarantee your success? Get 100 people to an event. And we, not on this call, but we will help you. Don't worry. Don't worry. We're going to help you on how you do that. I mean, for quick math, imagine 20 people that brought 5. Imagine 10 people that brought 10 people each, okay? 50 people that brought 2 people each, okay? It's very simple. Don't worry. We'll show you how to do that. We'll show you if you have a desire to be successful. We will help you. We will show you, supply you with the proper tools, proper training. Don't worry. Remember, say it again. We are the best trained team in all of network marketing. That's a fact. We are the best trained team in network marketing. And so you bet your bottom dollar that if events is the highest paid skill in the industry of network marketing and we are the best trained team, what does that tell you? We're going to make sure that we train your socks off on how to go ahead and get lots of people to events so that you can make a lot of money, okay? So number one, as we talk about our culture, events. We will be known for events. Number two, second part of our culture, product passion. Now this, guys, is something that I'm super excited about because we haven't done a lot of this yet. Product passion. Product passion. In other words, just really showing the world how passionate we are about chocolate. Testimonials, games, incentives. Just we're really going to do a much better job of making sure that we just talk about our product, you know, put it on Facebook, put it on videos, put it here, put it there, chocolate, 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 chocolate everywhere, right? That's what we're going to do, product passion, testimonials about your favorite product, how it made you feel, what it did for you, you know, product passion. All the way, write this down. Retail drives recruiting. Retail drives recruiting. In other words, as you're out there selling your chocolate, talking about your product, it automatically drives recruiting. Retail drives recruiting. Very, very important for you to understand. Retail drives recruiting. Product passion is something we are going to go ballistic over, guys. I mean absolute ballistic. Now, when I talk about absolute ballistic, I'm going to share something that I'm very excited about that I'm going to be purchasing. It's going to be a gift for my birthday that for myself, and definitely we will discuss some of you leaders on this call being able to use it and things of that nature. But I'm really excited about it. I'm going to be purchasing an RV. We're talking about here within the next month and a half. Going to be purchasing an RV, one of the big long Winnebagos. It's going to be absolutely incredible. Wrapping it, okay, it's going to be wrapped. It says Willy Wonka, talking about the Willy Wonka tour coming to a city, coming to a town near you. It's going to be incredible. We'll give you all the details on it later. One of the things that I'm going to be doing, guys, I'm hiring a video crew where I'm going to be going city to city, state to state, and we're going to be filming. That's right. We're going to be filming people's product passion about the product. We're going to be filming how network marketing, grassroots, is really done. Might turn that into a documentary or even a movie. Talks about a reality show have actually come up already. But I'm letting you know, guys, when I say product passion, I'm talking about going all over the world with this RV, literally doing meetings, doing trainings all over the world, promoting healthy chocolate everywhere we go, wrapped on a huge RV. Now, again, we're going to be discussing. I am open to discussing with some of you leaders offline that may want to use it. We can talk about that privately. But I'm talking about, if you know me, guys, and if you know my taste, I've got very lavish taste. So you can expect this is going to be off the hook. Just imagine a rock star named Willy Wonka going city to city, state to state, giving out free chocolate. Doesn't that sound fun, guys? Incredible. But again, this is what we're talking about when we're talking about product passion. How passionate are you about the product? Are you really talking about it? Are you getting it out there? Is it visible? Everywhere you look, people are just seeing you surrounded with chocolate and just talking about it, showcasing the testimonials of what people's favorite product is and what it's doing and just all that stuff. Guys, our product is chocolate. We have to take the responsibility and share it with the world. So we're going to make sure our culture is we talk a lot about our product. We lead with our product. We give out samples like crazy. You know, I love my good buddy down there in Toronto, Alan and Helen and Annie and all of my Canadians in Eastern Canada and also the ones in Western Canada. But specifically talking about Alan and his creativity. He is so creative. I've never seen a happy hour, frankly, done better than the way they do it in Eastern Canada. I've never seen it. I mean, Alan is just so creative with the product passion of how he features the product with the fondue, with the chocolate fondues and the fountains and all the designs. And guys, I can talk to you for hours about his creativity. He's very creative. He's very creative. That's just something he's good at. And just, I mean, I walked in there, and guys, literally, I never forget, he took our chocolate, melted it down. It was like in a little fondue. And he had chocolate-covered grapes and chocolate-covered this and marshmallows. And just, I mean, it was so much fun that it was hard for anybody not to buy some product because he was passionate about the product. So product passion is what our team's culture will be centered around as well. And then number 3, guys, my favorite. Number 3, personal development or personal growth. You know, guys, we're going to make it to where every single one on our team, we're going to encourage you to do one simple exercise every day, okay? And I want you to send a text message on your phone to your upline to let us know, are you in on this? We're going to encourage everybody, including myself, every day we're going to read 10 pages a day. You know, listen, it's true, guys. Personal development is the lifeblood to your success. If you don't grow, it won't grow. I'm going to say that again. If you don't grow as a person, it won't grow. You know, a good friend of mine, he's 8 years old, and I love what he says. His name is Jay Sean. And Jay Sean, he's 8 years old, and I love what he says. He says, Mama, if you ain't growing, you ain't going. I love when he says that. If you ain't growing, you ain't going. And I'll never forget it. A little 8-year-old. Kids are very smart. Sometimes the things they say, the wisdom that comes out of kids is sometimes absolutely amazing. Okay? So here's the point, guys. Number 3, personal growth and development. Every day, guys, we're going to launch a program where every single one of us reads just 10 pages a day. Do you know that if we committed to reading 10 pages a day for 365 days straight, you will have read about 15 to 20 books? Can you believe that? Just by reading 10 pages a day, you will have read 15 to 20 books in 1 year. We need to read 50 pages. We're going to read 10 pages a day. That's it. Now, guys, is that simple or what? So these are the 3 things that we're going to actually bake into our culture. Number 1, events. Number 2, product passion. And number 2, personal growth. That's what we're going to be known for. Now, let's go ahead and let's move faster here because I know the hour is drawing a little late here. But like I told you, we're going to go over by about 15 minutes. Let's go to the next thing that we need to discuss here. The next thing we want to talk about, guys, is our goal. We've talked about it, and we're going to continue to scream it from the mountaintop. Our goal as a team is 333 enrollments per day by November 15th. Now, I know that that's a very lofty goal, but, guys, I'm very confident we're going to get it done, and here's why. Because I am willing to take full responsibility. I am willing to go all the way out for my dreams. All the way out, guys. Listen, let me tell you something. I don't care what's going on in this company. All I know is this. The company is paying commissions on time. And I know that they're sending the product sometimes delayed, but it's still getting to the appointed destination. So as far as I'm concerned, the company is trying its best, and they're getting better and better every single day. What I have to ask myself is, am I doing all that I can do, or am I waiting on them to do everything that they can do? Well, guys, last time I checked, this thing is a partnership. I need the company just as much as the company needs me. And if they go all out and I go all out, we'll both be at the bank going all the way out. So here's what I'm saying. I am willing to go all the way out for my dreams and goals. And I want to encourage you tonight, guys. If you're doing this business part-time, that's fine. Most people do it part-time. But I want to be careful. I want you to be careful of doing it what we call sometimes. Be careful with the word sometimes. Declare, are you a part-time player? Are you a full-time player? But please, please stay away from being a sometimes player. It's hard to be successful if you're going to be sporadic, okay? All right? So listen, here's what we want you to do, guys. We want you to know that if you will go all the way out for your family's future, there's no way you can lose. No way. Write this down. It is impossible for you to lose. Write that down. It is impossible for you to lose if you go all the way out. Let me explain why. When you go all the way out, no matter what the outcome is, you gave it everything you had. And because you gave it everything you had, the universe honors that. The universe honors that. So therefore, simultaneously, while you were giving it everything you had, the universe was preparing you for greatness. See, you never lose when you go all the way out. You always lose when you don't give it your best. But when you give your best, team, you can't lose, because everything that you're going through right now is preparing you for something else that you can't see. Everything that's happening to you now is preparing you. You see, you got to understand everything must go through a process, including you going from broke to rich. Everything has to go through a process. Good to bad, bad to great. It's all a process, right? So you have to understand you never, ever lose when you go all the way out. And so I want to encourage you tonight to go all the way out, okay? I'm leading by example. I can tell you these leaders on this call, they're leading by example, and I can tell you together as a team, guys, with us having a singularity of focus, perfect training. I said perfect training. That's right, perfect training. That's who we are, the best, okay? Then it's a no-lose situation. It's a no-lose situation. All right, now let's go ahead and talk about our daily method of operation, guys. We're going to be making sure that the daily method of operation is refined and simple. We're going to make sure that the daily method of operation of what we do is the same all over the world. No nonsense, no game. It's simple, it's tight, and it's literally the same. Number one, sample, sample, sample. Number two, sizzle, sizzle, sizzle. Number 2B is show the plan, and number 3, read 10 pages a day. Our daily method of operation has to do with sampling our product, number 1. Number 2, sizzling and showing the plan, and number 3, personal development, which is reading 10 pages a day. We're going to keep it stupidly simple, okay? And I believe simplicity is power. So we're going to keep things very, very simple, not getting confused. When you start giving too many instructions, that's when people get confused, exhausted, and they just lose interest. You got to keep it simple, fun, and exciting, okay? Now, let's talk about, let you know, we are a mission-driven team. You're going to be hearing a lot about what our mission is. Yeah, we're not going to talk about it tonight, but just, again, stay plugged in on the website and the Facebook. We're going to be talking about our mission, what our goal is, guys. I'll be making an announcement next week that I'm very excited. We'll talk about it. We're going to be talking about our mission here soon, what our mission is. Also, guys, I want you guys to know the training videos. You're going to see a ton of training videos of how to do this, how to do that on our website coming very, very soon. So look forward to that. Now, as we get ready to wrap up the call here, here's what I want to go ahead and spend the last few minutes talking about. I want to talk about that, yes, it's true. Currently, as a company right now, guys, we do have some challenges. We talked about being honest, right? That's one of the things that how we do things. We do have some challenges, guys, and right now it's not even worth mentioning all of them, okay? We do have some challenges within this company. We are a very young, we are a very new company. I mean, very young. You know, I had some time to spend with the owner, Mr. Chuck Hallberg, just a few days ago, and many of you leaders will be getting the same chance as well to spend some time with him as well. So I look forward to that. But I want to let you know, guys, yes, it's true. We are a young company. We do have some challenges. But here's what I can assure you. Right now, the corporate team of our company is being restructured. It's being realigned. I'm super proud of what's going on at corporate. I like where Mr. Chuck Hallberg's head is at. I like how he's taking quick action to rectify situations, not just locally, but also globally. I like what's happening with our executive team and the realignment of that and what's going on there. I like how we're just kind of bringing some outside influences in, some people that are very, very successful in the space for 30, 40 years of experience, people that have grown huge teams before and are really, really helping navigate and steer all the missing components of our company. So I am admitting to you tonight that it is true. Our company has some challenges. But you know what I'm also admitting? Our company will get through all of these challenges. I feel very good about it. I'm going all the way out. They're going all the way out. And like I said, we're all going to actually literally make a huge difference in the world because we are all going all the way out. So what does that mean for you tonight as we get ready to wrap up? What I want you to write down is this. Learn to control what you can control. Learn to control what you can control. You see, there are certain things that you cannot control. And if you spend time worrying about stuff that you can't change or you can't control, you're wasting energy. So what I want to challenge you tonight to do is I want to challenge you, number one, to follow instructions. The instructions of making sure you're registered. The instructions of making sure that you're plugged into the Facebook. The instructions of tomorrow night we are doing a training call, okay? Tomorrow night we're going to do our standard team call for 30 minutes. Make sure you're on that call, okay? Follow instructions. I can promise you, you'll become successful much faster if you just learn to follow instructions. That's a very, very powerful skill that I've realized that some people have to learn how to do that, okay? But definitely I want to encourage you to do so, all right? But learn how to control what you can control. Learn how to control what you can control. And what is it that you can control? Your daily method of operation. I want you to focus on the activities you need to be doing. And what are those activities? Number one, sampling every single day the proper way. We're going to talk about that tomorrow. We're going to make sure we completely just, like I said, we're a whole new day here, okay? We're going to make sure that you really know how to sample properly, okay? We're going to then talk about sizzling. We're going to make sure you got that thing down, okay? And we're going to come up with some games and stuff like that we're going to be announcing tomorrow, okay? We're going to make sure that you're showing the plan, just having fun with the presentation, okay? And that's one of the things we want you to do. Don't be so stiff talking about chocolate. We're going to make sure that our chocolate parties, guys, we're going to have a lot of fun. Forget all of this stuff of being real stiff. We ain't wearing no ties, okay? No ties. Leave the ties at home. This is chocolate. We're going to have some freaking fun in people's living rooms, okay? And you can bet your bottom dollar on that. I'm telling you, with Willy Wonka on the scene here, guys, he was a fun guy. We're going to have a lot of fun with our chocolate happy hours, okay? Now, but then the third thing you want to be doing, guys, is you want to make sure that you're reading something, personal development, 10 pages a day. 10 pages a day. Now, I know that some leaders throughout the team here, they might have a particular book that they may want to suggest to their team or whatever, and that's fine. That's fine. I'm going to be making a suggestion, but hey, if your leader has given you a different suggestion of a different book and you enjoyed that book, fine. Go right ahead and read it. No problem. But what I want to see every single one of us commit to just reading 10 pages a day for your personal development, okay? Okay, so when we look at what the three things that you can be doing is our DMO, our daily method of operation. I want you to get caught up in the activities necessary to be successful. Sampling, showing the plan, and personal development are the daily activities. It's that simple. That's all. It's it, okay, that you need to be doing to actually start moving your business forward. Get caught up in the activities. Don't focus so much on the money. If you focus on the activities, guys, I promise you the money will meet you. I promise you. It'll come to you. You'll attract it to you. Focus on the activities, all right? And so what I want you to do, guys, is make sure in the midst of adversities, you have a very clear game plan. One of the biggest reasons why people don't achieve success is confusion. It's confusion. Well, I don't really know what to do. I don't really know. That's why it's very important that you go to our team's website, you look at that training documents, and you print off the proper rank structure document. And it tells you right there, whatever rank you're trying to go for, here's what you need to do it, okay? And so what I'm encouraging you to do now is look at the rank that you want to achieve, right? And now what you want to do is set a plan up. A daily method of operation. Write this down because this is going to be the last statement that I give you. I saved it for the absolute. I saved the best for last. Guys, this is very, very powerful what I'm about to say to you. And I want to make sure you take the time to get it. You ready? I'm going to say it slow 2 times so that you can get it. You will never change your life until you change your daily routine. You will never change your life until you change your daily routine. Your success is hidden in your daily routine. The secret to success is hidden in your daily routine. Say that again. You will never change your life until you change your daily routine. The secret to success is hidden in your daily routine. Guys, there you have it. The secret to success, it lies in your daily routine. And so tonight, I want you to leave this call with assurance, knowing you are a part of the #1 team in network marketing. This team is going to flourish and grow and multiply and multiply and multiply. We know this for a fact. Our hearts are in the right place. Our spirits are in the right place. Our activity is lined up. Our vision is being established, literally, guys, and we are one team. And I can tell you, I know I can see the future very clear. We've got a guarantee on our success. Once we go all the way out, we know our success is guaranteed. Everything that happens to us, all the bumps, bruises, and challenges are all a part of our journey. Guys, we are in a no-lose situation. We're at the top. We're ground floor. Guys, we have everything that we've ever wanted, okay? So our future is bright. It doesn't matter where you're at. I don't care what city you're in, what state you're in, what country you're in. I don't care how bad it's been. Listen, the past is the past. You've got a new El Captain in the captain's chair. It's a whole different story right now. That's a fact. It's a different spirit. It's different. It's a different thing going on here at 360, and that's why we want to make sure you plug in. But you have to understand, with all that being said, what is it that you need to focus on? Your daily method of operation. Why? Because the secret to success is hidden in your daily routine. Can't change your life until we change something that you're doing daily. So, guys, listen, we love each and every single one of you guys. I am super excited to be giving you the details about the event that we're going to be doing, where and when. I'm super excited to be releasing the videos. One of the things I'm going to be doing is a daily video 4 times a week for all of you. That way we make sure we are laser focused. I just wish I could talk to you for hours tonight about all that we've laid out, okay, because we've got this thing laid out step by step, line by line for each of you. So I'm really, really excited. But what you need to do right now is you need to make sure that when you wake up tomorrow, you start with making sure that you are sampling the proper way. You are sizzling people like crazy. You are showing the plan, and start reading 10 pages a day starting tomorrow. I'll see you guys tomorrow night at 6:30 Pacific Standard Time for our 30-minute training call. We love each and every single one of you. Go ahead and follow the instructions that we asked you to do earlier tonight, and that is go ahead on a piece of paper, text your upline, what is the one thing that you're really good at? We want to know, what is that one thing that you are really, really good at? Because remember what I taught you earlier, that one thing leads to everything. Remember, the thing that you're good at, once you understand the law of honor, that leads to the law of favor. The law of favor leads to financial prosperity. With that, guys, we love each and every single one of you. If somebody missed this call, please let them know that they can go to our team's website and rehear the same call. Everybody have a great night, guys. Again, happy holidays. I'll see you tomorrow night on the training call. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.